as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Goes it on. 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Ships by him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Odd. 5 down. Stand up.
Now going to hand this one to Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down. Here we go. 180. Mike, 53. 5.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Now Sproles. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lion.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, Technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
On first down and goal, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting it in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Goff now looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, stash!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the ball is knocked out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Gold!
Working from the gun, Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Step, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
4 down, check.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nigel Bradham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Lion.
On 1st down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Gold. 82.
Wins to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Finding room at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 81 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
82.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when they grabbed that one.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Twos.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
Dula. 3 down. Hut. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great 15. Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Come on now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Great 15. Great 15.
To throw is Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, Salat. White 20. Stand up in.
It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
82, 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Wentz now to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Black, come on.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Big stash. Gold.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run out and catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still in attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
They'll begin the draw for the Giants. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours.
Hang in there now.
Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
81.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's a Johnny. And a short gain down to about the 33. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3.
Wentz to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Lion! Liz!
To throw is Wentz. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Black, come on. 82.
Back to throw. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Black, come on.
Right over there. Yeah.
Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lion.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Come on now.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the Ravens is lined up for the kickoff. Number 49, back to return.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Wentz now on first down. Finding some room at midfield. He finds Ajayi. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
81.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Look out for number 30.
Now Goff with his first throw into the tee. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Hey. We got 4.
Goff now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another carry now for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, wrecking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.